what is body language, why is it important, how can I develop it, what are those aspects involved in it. So this is what you will gain from this video. Within few years, a new science came into existence and was uncovered and explored rigorously. That's nothing but body language. So, what is it? It is a significant aspect of modern learning. That is the reason most of us didn't have this as our syllabus, and now we see this as a fresh apple in the market. And it's delicious. You have to definitely have it in your bucket. Why? When you walk in for an interview, within 10 to 15 minutes, a HR is capable of observing and identifying the right candidate for her organization. How is it possible? So there is a process. The process is called kinesics, which is speech evaluation along with body language evaluation. So when they hunt for the right candidate, they see how the person is communicating through the body as well as through verbal. So there are two types of communication: verbal, non-verbal. Verbal is what we are doing now. Non-verbal is body language and all the writing types. Now, when I talk about why is it equally important, the non-verbal communication and verbal communication should match with each other. It shouldn't contradict. Let me give you an example. There was a lady who walked into a psychiatrist's office. So the psychiatrist during the discussion asked her, "Do you still love this man?" So the lady responded, "Yes, I love this man." Now what is she trying to communicate? Her verbal says yes and non-verbal says no. So this shouldn't be the case while you communicate. So you have to watch it carefully while what are the bodily movements that you make, and is it matching your communication style. Now, I'm going to talk about a survey result which adds more value and takes it into an enormous level. 7, 38 and 55. 7% when somebody communicates, during the communication, 7% of the weightage goes to the human language and how the human being transmits the message. Okay? The second 38% goes to how is it being communicated, the way of communication. So here, this is the reason why if you feel nostalgic, your parents used to correct you when you are inappropriate with your tone and your impoliteness towards elders. So this is one example that you can correlate with. So this particular point includes your voice modulation, how is the range, the pitch, the speed, and how are you modulating it, and how do you emphasize certain message. So this is what has contributed to this 38%. Now coming to the extravaganza, which is 55%, it goes to body language, which means how do you carry yourself and what is your body communicating along with the message that you are transmitting as a human being. Here we have certain aspects like postures, facial expression, gestures, spacing, clothing, appearance, voice modulation. So these are the things that we are going to discuss in our future videos. I'm going to give you tips on how to actually add value to these aspects. Now, what went wrong all these days? Why is it being blown out of proportion today? Means we often keep a track of updating our subject and we become subject matter expert and we are mastering this skill, but the other side of evaluation, other side of body language evaluation is actually kept in the checklist. So now start working on this particular part and balance it. It's an equilibrium. You have to balance it such that you look highly professional, because today professionalism is the soul of any corporate employee. All right, so we are going to discuss this in future. In the nutshell, what I want to register is, as a human being, the same survey says that human being, we can produce 7 lakh, not a small amount, 7 lakh gestures and postures. So each posture and gesture conveys something or the other about you. So you should know the right way to carry yourself and exhibit it according to the situation. So in the nutshell, this particular session will be continued and you will add value to all these 7 attributes which I discussed. Stay tuned.